I did not mean to drink the extra mana. That's a thing that happened. There we go. I keep accidentally locking on changing the language on my fucking keyboard, so I can't pick stuff up. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of frustrating because I'm like, for a hot second I can't do anything, and then I've got to like, I gotta figure out what I'm doing to like undo it because I don't do it purposely. I never do it purposely. I actually normally accidentally activate it when I'm playing PUBG. PUBG is the only time I normally accidentally activate like the change language on the keyboard. And it's not changing between like English and something else. It's literally like English Australian and English UK is what it wants to swap between, or English American is the other one. And I'm like, I don't want none of that, just leave it Australian. I don't recall getting hit by fire so far with this, but let's get review. Yeah, it took so long to go up this hill the first time because I was looking at like, you know when the catapults like swirl away and they're like pretty and shit? Yeah. I spent a lot of time sightseeing up this mountain the first time. Like obviously like it's pretty cool to like spot something new on the way up and stuff, but I'm not expecting to really spot anything particularly new. I just want to wipe everybody out the best I can. I got like a jewel and I got a charm. I got to shave. Well, that explains it. You know, funny thing is the other night, I'm not going to say which stream it was, but the other night during one of my streams, Nick was shaving up the hallway, and I could hear his shaver going off the entire time for like the whole start of a stream. And I'm like, if I can hear that, the microphone can hear that, because I've got it through, like, I've got my headset on, so if I can hear something, it's loud enough to get picked up by a microphone. And I'm like, this is going to be really funny that I'm just going to have like some kind of like buzzing shaver going off in the background for like however long he was shaving for. And nobody's going to know what the fuck that is. And I'm just like, this is hilarious. But then he went on to do like a whole bunch of like other stuff and I could hear everything and I'm like, this is why I do stuff when people are asleep. When the world's generally asleep. Because I don't get, like around here it's like, I guess pretty active. Like, because it's still a semi-young-ish community. So you get like people driving around later at night, stuff like that. And like I've had it a couple of times where people have like hooned down the street while I'm streaming and stuff, and I'm like, I can't do anything about it. Because obviously it's going to pick up the audio if it's going to pick it up, you know. I can use this at the moment. The extra dexterity will help, so I can't move much over. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Let's just tell them it's Australian cicadas. Oh my god. You guys could actually hear the cicadas we get. They're pretty fucking loud. We do get them in summer, but I didn't hear any last year. It was really weird. We had like the doors and windows and shit open, right, during summer. And there was like no cicadas going on. Which is weird because like usually in summer you get quite a lot. Mind you, I do know that like they've demolished a few more areas around here. A few more like bushlands to like do more housing development. So my guess is that we can't hear the usual cicadas that would be in the bush and shit. So yeah, I'd say that's probably what it is. Hey, Marja Gamer. Fine. I probably said that wrong. It's probably Mud Gamer or something. I'm terrible with people's names. Workman. Oh. I'm not dying so far, so that's nice. Well, I was dying before. Oh yeah, nice. I'm normally terrible with people's names. Like, I take a running guess at it, and it's usually gone. It's usually wrong. I'm gonna have to go back through. Marja sort for Major. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I actually thought from like straight off the bat, I'm like maybe like Mahjong Gamer was my thought, but I'm like that would be pretty fucking niche to be like Mahjong Gamer. But it would mean that like if that was that like you'd be like super awesome at it or something. So I'm like, I'm not gonna like assume that maybe you're not just like super awesome at Mahjong or something. But yeah, Major Gamer does make sense. I'm sure that somebody else out there is also probably good at it. I thought it is Martian Gamer. That just makes me immediately think of like, you know, Dragon Ball stuff then. I'm not quite sure with that. Played Mahjong. Haven't played Mahjong in years, didn't think of that. Well, now you have. I don't know, I have Mahjong on my phone. I have like Mahjong and Solitaire. It's like the only shit I play on my phone. Because I can't find like a decent game on my phone that doesn't like bombard me with shit. Like either frequent excessive ads that disrupt the gameplay, or just like not a very good phone play feature type thing. It's usually one or the other. It's a crap these days for mobile games, I know. Yeah, they are. Look, we do still have ads, at least on my stream, but it's once an hour, and it's all in one little chunk, so whenever an ad happens on my channel, just know you've got time to grab a drink or like go to the bathroom or something, you know? And thank you for a follow. This solitary shit. Your shit. Sorry. If it wasn't you, Super New, I wouldn't say that. Super New's like, oh, nah, you're fine, Super New. Solitaire is kind of like meh, but I have had like a couple of games where I'm like stupidly fast at it. Like Shadow's probably sitting here going like, what the fuck? I'm gonna follow just because you made me think about Mahjong. Need to play it again. Yeah, Mahjong's alright. I've got one on my phone that plays like okay. I'm just gonna have a drink of my drink too. Hold on. Yeah, Shadow is sitting here like, what the fuck? What's Solitaire is so fucking good? Oh, you said is the shit. Sorry, I just read that wrong. I just like full tilt went to, oh, you hate bashing Solitaire. It's fine. Oh man. I'm sorry, Super New. I just like went after you for it. It's fine. I misread shit all the time. Like I sometimes don't pick it up until like after stream when I'm editing and shit, and I'll sit here and I'll be like, oh man, I was so far off. And I've said this before, sometimes I'll notice later and I'll feel so fucking bad because I can see I got something like way wrong and the time has passed and there's no point like really bringing it up later because like, I don't know, you might not remember, or you might remember but you might not come back kind of thing. So like I normally just like let bygones be bygones kind of thing if I like fuck something up. But that's one that at least I've like caught while I'm still live, so I can like say sorry, you know. What the fuck is Mahjong? I don't know. Mahjong tiles, something like that. What the? Oh man. No, I'm sure like you guys know what it is. Yeah, well, shit does have a shitload of different ways it can be used. Oh yeah, for sure. What is shooting me? There you are. Yeah, it was just a pun to go with the what the fuck. Yeah, sometimes people respond to like a what the fuck or a what or something like that and do like an explanation, and then I get confused. Like I literally like get confused for like a moment. Like, did the person not understand, or was there like a misinterpretation somewhere? It's like, the thing is like, not everybody here like speaks English as like a native language, so I sometimes wonder whether or not something's been like, you know, lost in translation, stuff like that. So I do get like worried sometimes if like there's a misunderstanding. What's it? Wandering Vine, I do that every now and then, for sure. Welcome in, Vita. What are you up to? Like, seeing the squinty emote. Oh, I was gonna help the bobber and I could hear him fighting up here. Oh man. Fucking hell. They are absolutely ripping into me. This spelled wandering, not wondering. Lol. It's the same thing to me. It's the same thing. I read it exactly how you meant to spell it. Don't worry about it. You don't have to spell well here, because like I can usually gather what the fuck's supposed to be going on. Somebody giving me a self-law's way. I think that was Triantha. I'm pretty sure that was Triantha yesterday. Yeah, I think you had like gone to sleep or something. I'm gonna assume that you like fell asleep. I assume you like still kind of listen when you're like laying in bed, like getting ready to sleep and stuff. So, it's weird how your brain does that, eh? Yeah. I don't know. What, like the interpreting like sentences regardless of how they're spelt and stuff. I'm more adept to that stuff because I've said this before a few times, but I was part of like a school experiment thing for years 1 to 5 or something, where we had creative learning instead of the proper English curriculum. So if we spelled cat K-A-T, it was correct. But obviously like cat is C-A-T, right? So I had a lot of issues with like spelling and comprehension of like pronunciation and all sorts of shit later on, because I can read words regardless of how they're spelled usually. I can only understand them, but the thing is, like, I can't usually figure out how the pronunciation goes, because like you're normally taught in a school how to say, like, you know, sound out the letters with like C-A-T and stuff like that, but like K-A-T also does the same thing. So like figuring out how a word is created is like fucking difficult for me. I think I just fall asleep on my laptop on your stream open. Yeah, I figured that's what happened, because it was like not long after you were around, I'm pretty sure, and then I figured you'd gone to sleep at that point. I might need more arrows. I know, I'm good for arrows. Where have I got? I need more health. I need a lot more health, honestly. So I thought of a new what? I thought of a new neck. Not a new neck. The one's perfect as is. But for me, thinking I should switch, but it's Norwegian inspired, so the pain for you to read, but it's easy to pronounce, I think. What? What the fuck did you just say? Hold on. I thought of a new neck for me that is thinking if I should switch, but it's Norwegian inspired. It'd be a pain for you to read, but it's easy for me to pronounce, I think. What? Shadow, speak more English than that, please. Lighter English. I don't understand. I've read that twice and I still don't understand. I'm so confused. I know I cast confusion earlier. I fucked up. And it's fine. So English is also funny in the way that they pronounce, like ear, bear, beer. Yeah, shit like that doesn't help too. So yeah, I got creative English when I was like, they pulled the system by the time I was in like year 2 or 3 or something, and they kind of learnt that like all the kids that had gone through those couple of years kind of got their like language fucked up. So yeah, I was always like behind with English speaking, written, and understood shit. So, but the only good thing is usually if something's like off by like a couple of letters or whatever, I can usually still understand what's being trying to be said. So it actually works out really well for like if somebody's like not very good with like spelling and stuff, or they're not very good at pronouncing the word that they're trying to say. I'll usually know what the fuck you're trying to say. I'll normally clarify what I think it is, and if it's not that, I can usually also kind of like figure out by what it's not. It's really, really weird, useless skill. And it's not entirely useless. Like obviously for like reading misspelled words and stuff like that, it's actually pretty useful, but yeah. It does make it really hard for me to understand like names and places and stuff, because I'll often say it wrong first time. And then I'll have a lot of difficulty trying to remember how to say it, you know. Alright, what is that? Let me move back so I can read what you said. Thought a new nickname for self. Oh yeah. Okay, it's changing shadow. It's a handful. New one is Norwegian words smashed together. Like, the shadow Meraki isn't really an issue, like unless somebody's having a lot of trouble with it or something, but like I just refer to you as shadow. I know in Discord you're Meraki, which is funny because like when I go to Discord and I talk about like mention shadow, people don't know who the fuck I'm talking about because there's no @shadow. Because you go by Meraki. But like, I don't know. Like you can change your name if you want to. I was having this conversation just the other day because like I was remembering Avita is like chilling and stuff like that, and I was talking to somebody else about name change and stuff, because I don't fucking change anything. Like I kind of like settle on something hard and stay with that. It's like how I kind of like, I do everything that way. I might need to... No, I don't need to go back just yet. I love that I'm like in my inventory and she's just getting beat up here. It's my decoy, but still. Also, the Norwegian words and stuff will probably definitely trip me up because like there's a whole lot of extra... Is it consonants in there or something? Usually like English speakers have a lot of trouble when there's like not enough vowels or too many vowels. I don't know. Language is fun, ain't it? Yeah, Discord is non-issue. Can I get the arrows? No, I have to go back then. Discord's non-issue because I could just put shadow in brackets or something. True.
Hello.
That is true, except I should go down to Kane before I try to sell stuff. Except, like, if I try to, like, at people to, like, mention or, like, give credit and shit like that, like, I normally am searching for whatever I've been calling the person. So, like, automatically speaking, I immediately look for, like, shadow. But I know it's not that. I got some more health finally. I got some decent health finally. Jesus. I'm not getting any, of the other thingies. The, rejuvenation stuff, unfortunately. Norwegian is almost spelled the same way as it's spoken. Not many silent letters, like in Denmark. What? Denmark. I don't know. Like, that alone, like, just putting the extra R on the end, I don't know what to do with that. I'm like, am I supposed to be pronouncing the R? Or is it supposed to be silent? Because you're, like, purposely talking about silent letters. I don't know. I assume it is. I should probably also... I don't know if I repaired my gear before. I'm gonna need to repair it a lot this time. No. It's just a typo. See, then there's also typos and stuff too, I guess. Where, like, anything can be added in or, like, accidentally, like, removed. Like, the funny thing is, like, when I'm typing in Discord, I usually type so quickly that I get a lot of spelling errors. Like, I have a lot of spelling errors to fucking begin with, right? But I also generally just, like, type too fast for myself and just end up, like, losing letters, adding letters. Like, I'm always surprised if anybody can fucking understand what I'm on about. Oh, shit. Fucking hell. I just need a second for this to go back up. I might just get poison off me.
Salutations.
I don't know if actually, I'll sell a couple things I grabbed since I am here. I love that you can get, like, the little gems here, but, like, not much else. God, I went through so much health in, like, a minute. 53 of that. My god. I gotta admit, this area is really hard, but it doesn't make it any easier that my character is, like, substantially weaker to begin with. And then if you add in, like, her armor and everything, like, she's got slightly stronger armor than what I was gonna be rolling up here with. But still, like, holy crap. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to get, like, a whole new set of armor just to deal with Baal. And I just got a whole new set of armor to deal with Mephisto. So we'll see, I guess. All I see what that is. Oh, bit? Like, I don't know what to do with the H. What am I supposed to do with the H, Shadow? Also, what does that stand for? What does that word mean? I'm assuming it's supposed to be shadow, maybe? Or wolf? Perhaps? The H is silent. Alright. It's like, what do you do with the H? It's like, no, you just ignore the H. We don't need it. Shadow. I'm guessing it's either shadow or it's maybe wolf, like I said. It'd be one or the other, I imagine. Because what he had previously was like white wolf shadow or something, wasn't it? It's Ulvi, which is wolf. H-bit, which is white, smushed together. Yeah, so it's basically white wolf again. Alright. But it's Ulvit, is it? I'm terrible with this. I'm like, I'm gonna see you come in. If he Here's the thing though, Shadow. If it wasn't for the VIP badge next to your name, I wouldn't probably know if you came in on another day. Because I'll have a day, just to clarify this, I will have a day when I'm really tired and I won't know who the fuck you are. And you'll come in and I'll just be like, I don't know who you are, but hi, kind of thing. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Because I get that. Whenever I'm like really tired, my brain just like shuts down, like remembering like the connections and stuff. Like I did this a couple of times with Vita the first couple of times, and like I know he said the name and that it was changed and who he was before, but there was a couple of times where I was so tired my brain just didn't register that information yet for a while, unfortunately. Cheers, Shadow, you can't just go around being another person. Lol. Yeah, Shadow, don't go around being another person. Oh man, I gotta go back to town. I could kill all these guys first, but still. No, Shadow, I can't be anything. What? The sun casts its light upon? I mean, you don't have to be anything that the sun casts its light upon. I'm just saying that's like, how are we supposed? How is like new faces supposed to know? This is a major problem, Shadow. For any new faces coming in, aren't gonna know who you are now. It's like, sorry, I'm mostly ripping on you, but I know that you won't be able to change your name back for a little while. So I know that because Grim keeps doing it. And every so often he just changes over. I couldn't use that if I wanted to because it's a strength issue. I know, right? The drama indeed. Like there's going to be scandals on YouTube and all over the place about the Shadow changing his name. Like, I don't know if you know this, Shadow, but you have a little bit of a fan base too. Like, a waver's not just your only fan, you know. You have others. I love the fact that because like OnlyFans exists, saying OnlyFan obviously is like always like a bit of a what situation. Oh man. Yeah, no, I don't know if you guys know this, but like when my videos and stuff go to YouTube, I know there's a few people that are specifically like really like, I don't know, I guess invested and also like not just about me, but like the people I talk to and stuff. So yeah, there's always that. I kind of want to keep some of these. I might actually buy extras. I need them, but I need them more the further up the mountain I go, so I might just put them aside. I don't know. I'm sure that there are. I'm sure that there's going to be a few people that are like, oh my god, you changed your name, how dare you? I'll probably get somebody comment on my video and be like, tell him to change it back, and I'm like, he can't, not for like a while, I think. I'm pretty sure you can't change it back for a couple of weeks, a month or something. Your name got shadow banned. Actually, can you get that name? Could you get shadow banned? No, don't ban Shadow. I want to clarify that for fucking Atlantis in case she's lurking. Don't ban Shadow. I mean, can you get that name? That would be hilarious. It's like the one time Atlantis is like actively lurking around, she's just like, yeah, sure, let's get him going. Ban hammer intensifies. Maybe. Man, that would be like, because I've got something stupid like that on Reddit. I've got inactive username is the name that I go by on Reddit. So, which I think is hilarious because it's like, when I was creating a name, I didn't want to use any of like my like online usernames and stuff. I wanted something completely random because it's Reddit, right? And I'm like, okay, what could I get? And then as I was scrolling through the stupid names that it was recommending me, I'm like, what about this? What about inactive username? And it was available, and I'm like, fuck yeah. So now, whenever I comment on somebody's like Reddit thing, people don't know if I'm an active Reddit user or not, and it's fantastic. It's like the ultimate like silent troll, honestly. Like obviously, like I generally don't troll people, but this is one where I can kind of like silently do so. Hold on, can I grab that? I don't have much room there, but let's move that down. And also put the sword in there. There we go. I got a bit more space now. And if I put these along here, I might be able to pick up like a helm or something. There we go. Trying to like stay alive long enough to be able to pick shit up. That's if she finds me with the new nickname. And she's pretty fucking quick about shit most of the time. You'd be surprised at what stuff like she kicks off and like says no to. Or like actually,
I am
oh, I've got to go back. I don't have space there. I didn't mean to drink my extra potion, what a waste. A shadow in Norwegian is Skuki? Dark is Murk. Murk makes sense though.
Good afternoon.
And black, Spart? It just looks like, yeah, I'm not going to say the word. And now fuck it, I'll say it. It looks a lot like the word shard to me. I'm just going to say that. I'm sorry to everybody that's like, yeah, no, we know. You know. I gotta get other stuff out of there. And I don't know how either of them sound. Yeah, the other thing too is you gotta be careful when picking other like language words and stuff like that, because depending on like what era it's come from and how like current it is and how it's like being used locally and stuff, and also how it's going to be interpreted by like an English speaker too, that's always fun. I'm leveling up my hammer din soon. Oh yeah, I'm helping someone so we can just run to level up to 25. Nice. Yeah, I've been doing a nostalgia playthrough. It's because I've been playing like Diablo 2 for like over 20 years and stuff, but I've now got Resurrected. So I've been pretty much just running through and kind of like experiencing the game again, but I made a character exactly the same as my very first character on Diablo 2 when I was 12. So like back then when I had really bad OCD and stuff like that, like my points and stuff caps me pretty hard. Like, where is my points? Here. So basically, you know how you get 5 points every time you level? So my OCD when I was 12 meant that I put a point into each one of these and then put the extra point down into next one and stuff. So she's really, really underpowered for gear, and everything is difficult, more difficult than it should really be. And it's been quite fun, but fucking challenging because I have to play so differently. I have to get different gear. I have to gamble to get my gear for the most part. Everything has to have enhanced defense or strength or whatever so I can use it. Pretty much I need like charms. I forgot to tell you is I killed Diablo without an inventory full of charms. I completely forgot to say that. I forgot to load up all my charms to go to battle, right? But I also killed him on the first go, which was really good because of, you know, the gear that I've got and the damage that I'm doing is like piddly. So that was great. That was last week.
Overburdened.
Oh, hold on. I should be able to pick that up. Yeah, give me those. Alright, I've got just enough to pick up like one more thing. All this poison, I swear, is a fucking big problem. I've been playing since 202. That's probably about as long as I've been playing. I'm 36 and I've been playing since I was about 12. Pretty sure. So I'm not sure what year that is, but I know that I was playing Diablo 2 before the expansion was released, and then we got the expansion and we added it in and got to play through it. So I'm not sure. I don't know this shit off the top of my head, but I know it's around that year, about then. And then like I know that like 2003 I graduated high school, so because like I didn't go to 12 or anything. But yeah, it was a fun time. I missed some stuff there. The new name translates in Google Translate to ugly white. I cried and laughed at the same time. Oh my god. Yeah, well, mashing foreign words together is a fucking risk to do that. Are you sure you still want it to say the same thing? Because like, usually speaking, like, I will translate most people's like names and shit if I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to run so far back up here. I think this is like, what, the 4th death up this hill? Maybe?
How may I be of help?
I need to sell some stuff, Marla. I'm just gonna sell some stuff off. The ultimate silent troll would be naming yourself deleted on Reddit. Somebody already had that. I couldn't get it. But yeah, inactive username's not a bad one, because when people try to like delete you, or delete your comment, or like report your comment or something like that, they're not really sure if you're active or not.
Good to see you.
Like obviously, like I don't get around being a complete douche on Reddit and stuff like that, but obviously there's times where I've posted something and I'm like, I haven't fully checked the rules, and they're like, oh, you can't do that. I'm like, okay, that's fine, just delete it. And then they like, oh, it's already deleted, and it's like, I look at it and I'm like, no, it's not. Oh man, it's great. I've just got to like open up my door because the cats never actually came in here and the heater's a bit warm. Hold on a second. I heard Azula come down when I started streaming and she freaked out and she started scratching the